Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bella. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, what's good? I'm so excited to be bringing you guys today's video because it's a hair video, and I filmed the hair video a long time ago, but I never got to upload it because there was an error when it was uploading on YouTube, and I deleted the footage off my computer before I could upload the video, which was a really dumb thing to do, but I learned my lesson and I was too lazy to refilm that video. So we're finally back and I'm ready to show you guys what I used to curl my hair. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing how I do my curls, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm starting off with dry hair. I showered this morning, so this is just air dried right now, and it's kind of wet in the back, just a little bit like damp, and that won't work when we're gonna curl our hair. Usually if my hair is not dry, which it never is when I curl it, I have to blow dry it. So I use this, what brand is this? I don't know what brand this is. This is my sister's blow dryer. But before I do that, I'm gonna apply a hair primer because I never use heat protectant, and I think it's time that I start because I don't want to set a bad example for you guys. So a while back, this hair company called Eva NYE sent me a bunch of hair products, and one of the products was this Main Magic 10-in-1 primer. I never really bothered using this because I never prepped my hair anyway, but this is the only prep product that I have currently like on hand. So I'm just gonna use this and we're gonna see how I like it. You put this in your hair wet, I think. It says simplify your styling routine with one miracle potion using the Eva NYC Magic. Oh, I've been saying the name wrong. It's Eva NYC. I thought it was E. I'm stupid. Now I feel dumb. Anyways, with the Eva NYC Main Magic 10-in-1 primer. Infused with argan oil and sunflower seed oil to give your hair its daily dose of vitamins and nutrients, this multitasking formula does it all, excuse me. Detangles, reduces frizz, strengthens, softens, and cuts drying time, adds shine, nourishes, smooths, and protects against thermal and UV damage. With 10 benefits in one spray, you'll save precious time and vanity space. So I didn't know this is a detangler as well. So it's really cool. I'm gonna try this. I'm just gonna put it in my hand first because it's a little bit oily and I don't want to overdo it because I've never used it before. So I'm just running that through the ends of my hair before I blow dry it. My dog is sitting here on the floor just looking at me. She's so cute. When I blow dry my hair, I don't really do anything crazy. I just try to get it dry as quick as possible, and the way that I do that is by parting it into two sections. So I just take it in halves, and then I take my brush, obviously, and then I brush through it because you don't want any tangles when you're trying to go through it with the brush later. So the way that I do this is I'll get like the paddle brush and I'll get some hair on top of it like this, and then I'll blow dry over that. So like this. And then I'll just go through and make sure I get each section of my hair so that it's all dry, and I'm gonna finish that off and I'll be right back. Alright, so my hair is all blow dried and soft and smooth. And the next step now is to part your hair. I'm just gonna take this little clip. So the first section is gonna be just like separating the top and bottom half of your hair. All right, so I already have my wand on. It's been on since I started blow drying my hair. And I'm gonna use the Remington inch barrel wand. This is kind of old. I don't remember when I got this, but the Remington hair tools are all really good and they're pretty affordable. I definitely recommend their hair tools if you're on a budget. Also, I set this to 410 because I'm impatient and I don't like to have the strand of hair sitting on the wand for too long because I feel like that just takes way too much time to do your hair, and it may be a little bit more damaging this way, but like it's up to you. I'm just going to show you how I do mine. So with the bottom section, I split it down the middle in the back, and then I bring the two sections forward. And the way that I do this is pretty simple actually. I just take a 1/2 inch section starting from back here, and then I slowly work up in kind of like a triangle motion so that I can get all the bottom done and then get all the top done. That way I don't have to go back and keep finding straight hairs like in the curly hairs. It just makes the process a lot easier because you can keep the sections organized and separated. So I want to show you guys what I mean by like working from the bottom up. I'm going to take a section from this part right here, and then I wrap it going away from my head. And then hold it and release. And then so the next section is going to come from like right here. And I just want to make sure that I'm not getting any more hair than I need to be, and that all the sections are right on top of each other. Did you know? And I never curl it backwards like that. I just wanted to show you guys. So I just leave it on there for a few seconds, and the longer you leave it on there, the bouncier it's gonna get, especially if you have it really hot like I do. So then that's pretty much all you do for the bottom section. I'm just gonna repeat that all on the bottom left side of the section, and yeah. And I always leave a little bit out at the end, that way you can have kind of like a beachy wave effect with the straight end. So once I start getting closer to the front, I usually start making the sections just a little bit smaller, and I'll start taking more sections just because you can actually see the front of my head when you're looking at me, and I don't want those curls to look flat later on, so I just get them a little bit extra curly, that way they hold throughout the styling process. When it comes to like this last piece right here, I really hate doing it. I wind up dividing it into like 3 sections and then wrap it. And a little tip, if you are struggling to get the wand close to your head because you don't want to burn yourself, once you wrap the hair, turn the wand inward so that it can go toward your head or whichever way you're curling your hair. And that way you can get closer to the root, you can get a bouncier curl, and it just looks a lot better when you're able to get the whole entire strand curled. That is unless you want just the end curled. But like, let's say I'm here, I'm gonna roll it in and wrap the end so that it matches. And in this front section, since it's so little, I'm usually not able to wrap the whole entire strand around my wand. So yeah, I'm gonna redo that because the end is really straight. So we have that first section done, and the curls look really cute. I like to hairspray as I go, that way they don't really have time to fall. I'm gonna use the Aussie Mega hairspray because the way that this smells is just, it's so like nostalgic. Anyone who used to use this hairspray when they were little, just, they know. So when I spray my hairspray, I kind of just spread out the curls and try to get all of them. And then I like to scrunch up to make sure that they stay bouncy for as long as possible, because I promise you my hair will literally be wavy by the end of this video because my hair falls so fast. I'm just gonna repeat what I did on the left side to the right side, and I don't want to bore you guys, so I'll be right back once it's done. The point of doing the bottom section is so that your hair doesn't look flat at the bottom, so it really doesn't matter if the curls are perfect or not. But of course you can go back and adjust accordingly if you want to. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the bottom section, but with the top section. So I'm gonna divide it down where I want my part. And I'm only dividing that section in half while keeping the bottom section that we just curled in the back. So now we have these two sections. So now we have these 2 sections here. And I like to brush through them because they get tangled after being in a clip. And then I'm gonna go ahead and clip up one side of this hair. So now I'm left with this section right here. And I'm gonna try to just keep that hair back as much as possible because it likes to get in the way, but I don't like to let it. I'm kind of doing this the hard way. If you want, you can ponytail this off, which actually, I lied. I'm gonna wind up tying this back because I don't want it to keep getting in the way. So the same concept with the top hair as with the bottom hair. So I'm just gonna start actually with smaller strands though. That way the top is a little bit bouncier than the bottom. And I'm bringing those all the way to my root when I curl them. And then I'm kind of rolling it in and out at the root of the hair. I don't know what this does, but I feel like it just helps with the shape a little bit. So then we're just gonna do the same thing again. Honestly, with the top section, it's okay if your sections are not all the same size, because you do kind of want some variation in your curls. You don't want it to all look like one size, otherwise they'll just blend and your hair will look like a wave. I just wouldn't recommend doing any super thick ones, because usually the thicker strands don't hold the curl as well. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. And on the top section, I like to curl kind of back and forth. So I'll curl away from my head and toward my head. In the back, I usually do away from my head, and then in the middle, I like to curl towards. If I curl one piece of hair towards my face, then the next hair that I curl is going to be going away from my face. I went ahead and took that hair out of the hair tie because it wasn't really in the way anymore. I'll do this one going towards my face. And I always drop the strand like that because it gets loose out of the tip of my fingers, but that's okay. Just hold it and then voila. Usually I get the top sections done a lot faster than the bottom sections because it's a smaller section of hair, obviously, one. And when you're curling smaller strands, they don't have to be on the iron for as long as thick strands. So then you're able to get a nicer shaped curl faster. Once I get to like the last three sections that I curl at the front of my face, I will stop curling toward my face because I just don't think it's flattering, because it doesn't frame your face well. It just kind of creates like, I don't know, it looks weird. So definitely curl away from your face to get that look where your face is framed and you can actually see what's happening, instead of a curl going this way and covering your face. We want to see that beautiful face, we don't want to hide it. So here's what that section looks like by the end of me curling it. Again, I'm just going to spray some hairspray on it. And to keep the hairspray from making my hair like crunchy or stiff or sticky, I just like to bounce it around while it's still drying. That way it can kind of air out a little bit and distribute to my other hair. But that's that side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this section really fast and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so this is the final hair product. So I just shook out my hair a little bit, put some more hairspray in it. Like, I don't run my fingers through it, but I do kind of just like toss it up, toss it around, give it some volume, and then voila, you have cute bouncy curls. I honestly just like this hairstyle because you can wear it with like any casual look and it will really dress it up, or it just like really dresses up any type of makeup look. I always feel myself when I do my hair like this, so you're welcome. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this hair tutorial. I'm not a professional hairstylist. I mostly do makeup, so if the way that I'm doing my hair bothers you, then I'm sorry, but that's how I do my hair. If you guys want to see more videos of how I do my hair and more styles that I like to wear, then definitely let me know and I can film more of those videos for you guys. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I love you with all my corazon, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!